Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Infected. So, today Mike is just out gathering some more logs, but I feel like it's super important that we start working on the greenhouse. And I say that because Mike is nearly starving to death. I mean, he's not going to die, but I did make this place over here. It's way off to the edge of the base over here. I just want it to be up on some foundations. I think it actually has to be, but I do want it to be up there and level with whatever we're making over here. This tower will eventually be like the cooking area, the kitchen, whatever we need for that in there. We might do like some drying racks and maybe like food storage, and maybe this will end up being the kitchen out here, and maybe this will just be food storage in here. I'm not totally certain yet what's going to go on in these towers, but we're going to figure it out together. And the biggest thing that I want to do today is get the greenhouse up and going. And for that, we're going to need tons and tons of planks. I think we need about 60 planks. So I'm just going to grab whatever we can carry here. I'm not quite sure what I have in my backpack, but I know that it's not a ton of stuff. We need some copper as well. I don't think we're too heavy yet. We're going to need nails. We're going to need all kinds of things. So let's just grab whatever we do have. We don't have a lot of nails, but we'll work on those as well. So let's get over here and get whatever we have on us, just put away over here. Because I really want to start getting some plant beds and that kind of stuff going. We have seeds. We have all the things. We need 2 more copper ingots. We need lots more planks and nails, and we need 30 glass. We don't have the glass yet, but we will be working on that for sure. Let's get in here, and this may be like a over 2-day episode, but I'll edit most of it out because a lot of it will just be me, going back and forth, doing all the things that I need to do to get some stuff crafted. I might end up having to wait on some things to refine, that kind of stuff. So a lot of this will just be me doing some work off camera, getting everything done that we need to get done. I do need to make a lot of glass as well, and I don't have a lot of sand. Not good. But let's just get some of this refining. I might end up actually needing to craft myself a second forge, but we need a forge room area for that as well. I want to get everything out of sort of the living area here. This is what this is going to be at some point, a living room area with lots of seating and that kind of stuff. Hopefully we can do like 2 seating areas with a couple of fireplaces. We can get some decoration packs and all that stuff. That would be lovely. I feel like we're in the right mindset this series to be able to get all of that stuff because we have the better loot perk, whatever that's called, so that we're able to, get some more better loot, of course. So let's just put this stuff away in here. We'll let Mike have that for himself. And it looks like he's going to go eat that because he's starving. But anyway, let's get more things, get all this stuff put away in the greenhouse and get some planks and things for plant beds, all of that loveliness. So Mike is working, doing great, not complaining about Mike's hard work at all. Let's just take as close to 75 pounds as we can grab because, we don't want to be super, super heavy. I do need to grab myself some water. I have it on me. I just need to drink it. Okay, so we need 2 more planks. We still need 2 copper ingots. We can handle that. We have the 2 copper refined already, but let's do that. Let's get 2 more planks. 2 copper, 1, 2. We're working on glass that has been refining and is refining now. Let's put some of this stuff in here and get it going as well. I'm going to get some more sand and that kind of stuff with stone. It's easy enough to make. It's just stone. I think I ended up grabbing too many planks. I did. That's okay. We're going to start placing some plant beds as well. So we're going to definitely, need it anyway. I want to get some planks. I want to get some nails. I want to get some things going because I really need to get at least a couple of plant beds up and going for Mike to be working on. Let's have a drink of water since we are super thirsty at the moment. Okay. So now we have 2 plant beds over here. We can move these technically inside. Actually, we have 4. So I'm going to spend a few minutes moving these while we let a couple of things refine. I'm going to get Mike to grab me some more stone as well because we are desperately going to be needing it. Okay, so how do I do this without it ending up in the wall? I don't really want it in the wall, but I want it close enough that I have the ability to place multiple here. So something like that. It's not far enough back. I think that wall piece right there is messing with it, but I'll get them over here. I'll get this built and then we'll start placing them in there. And we can let Mike start working on some crops while we're, doing all the things. So let's just move these over and we'll get more of this completed. Okay, so we're still adding some things here. We need a few more nails and 5 more glass, so not horrible trying to get that done, but we have this gap over here. I think we're just gonna have to live with it. We could technically move 4 of these down. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 down here, so there's 9. We could move one of them down, or some of them down, center this one with this line, but I feel like that's just overkill and too much work. Not necessarily too much work, because it's very easy to move them. Just press in and you can move them, but I just feel like it's unnecessary. Mike is the one going to be in here most of the time anyway, so I'm not going to be in here really poking around, checking things out. But now that we have these plant beds over here, it would be nice to be able to get started having him plant things and grow things and all the things. So let's grab, we need some corn and cucumbers right away. I like planting those first. Corn, cucumbers, and all the things. We're going to grab a pumpkin seed as well. I usually try to plant like 2 pumpkins. It's not that big of a deal for me to have those. I don't necessarily worry too much about the pumpkin seeds. I do need to have Mike grab a little bit more stone for me just because we need it. So let's get this going, and then you. And then we're going to start on some battery racks and some batteries and all of that stuff as well. But let's just have Mike replenishing the stone crates because we need stone. Okay, this one we cannot do anything about. We can grab those couple of stone, which is not great. And we'll grab whatever's over here and we'll make some sand out of it. It's not that big of a deal. Can I not craft that on there? I cannot. Let's do that. And then we'll have some sand turning into glass because we're going to need glass for all the windows that we have in this location as well. So we have nails. Do we have nails crafted? No, we're working on those. We have the glass we need. We're working on nails. As soon as these are done, we'll have that completed. Let's get over and plant a few crops in here and get Mike watering everything, taking care of the plant beds, all of the things desperately needed. Let's just do corn down here, corn here as well. And as soon as we get the greenhouse up and going, our crops will no longer have to worry about dying out here in the cold weather. It's not cold at the moment. I think we're getting very close to fall. I do see the leaves are starting to fall here. Occasionally you'll see one just kind of fall down in front of the screen, and it reminds me of what things are looking like outside my house currently. Lots and lots of leaves falling. So what are we? We're in September. We were in fall. Well, we're in September in real life too, so that makes all the sense in the world. Okay, so we have that. We have a sheep trapped over here. Okay, it's not so much trapped anymore. Let's get a few more nails, get the rest of this glass put away. Let's do that. Okay, those are not going to work because there are only 3 of those. So we'll put these away in this crate. We'll get some nails crafted, which we don't need a ton of nails, but we're going to need more than you think. Simply because we have a lot of plant beds to continue crafting. Not worried so much about onions and potatoes right now because we're not necessarily, trying to get the better quality foods crafted anytime soon. But knowing that we now have ourselves a nice little plant bed and some crops from Mike is going to be nice. I don't have to worry so much about Mike at the moment now. So let's get rid of the, what buttons am I pressing? Not pressing all the right keys, but we are now. Okay, so let's take a little screenshot of the greenhouse because it is quite nice to have it. Have it up and going for Mike. I think it looks great. Let's just do one more right here, just because we're a bit closer and things look a bit nicer up close. Okay, so what are we going to be using for railings? Are we doing any railings at the moment? We're doing the wooden railings. So let's just continue doing that throughout because we haven't used them in a while, or at least I don't feel like we have anyway. So let's do that. Railings, wooden railings. Let's just, put a few of those down out here. We'll work on it. It doesn't have to be all completed at the same time. I hope you guys are having and have had a wonderful week and are looking forward to the weekend. This is being recorded on Friday. My week has been a bit different, but it is what it is. I have lots of more doctor's appointments coming up fairly soon, so just trying not to dwell on that very much. Okay, let's just continue down this way because I want to be able to keep all of this sort of closed in so that we can't really get out. I mean, you can still jump over these. I mean, of course, they are not crafted at the moment, but, when they are crafted, I think you can still jump over them. But I would like to keep things a little bit closed in around here. I need to get Mike working on the plant beds as well. Let's just take a couple of these, get them done here. And then he'll replenish these log stands as well, and that'll be lovely also. Okay, so we've got that going for us. When you move these things now, the water basins, they do not go empty. You don't have to wait for them to refill. Pretty nice actually. Okay, so we've got that done. We have some more nails. We need to work on more plant beds, which is fine. Move all of you guys. Let's just turn this off at the moment. I don't think it's necessary that we have it going right now. We'll work on more plant beds as we can, as we have the time. That kind of stuff. I desperately want to grab more of those plant beds for Mike. Hang on to those just so we'll have them. And he will have plenty of food in the very near future. I need to get him working on plant beds as well. Just so he'll have food, that's a big deal for us to make sure Mike has food. Let's just turn this on. It's not going to run. I do need to get some batteries up and going. I'm not sure how much stuff I have to be able to work on batteries. Take care of plant beds. Sounds reasonable enough for me. Okay, so batteries, where are we going to start our battery station-ish? Maybe over here? Like right in this tower? I'm not sure yet. I mean, it can always be moved. It's not like it's a permanent fixture. When you place it there, it can no longer ever be moved. Let's just unlock all of the rest of our tech. Let's learn everything we have to learn. I think we've counted everything proper. So we should know all the tech. Everything is learned, guys. We can build whatever we want to, with the exceptions of things that are trader items only. So what we're going to do is placeables, and we want to do storage, and we would like a battery rack, 12 iron ingots, and 20 screws. I don't know if we have the ability to craft that, but we're going to attempt it. And I'm not sure what it takes to craft batteries, but we're going to figure that out together as well. 12 iron ingots. We definitely don't have enough to do that. I'm going to have to work on that off camera, get another forge going. So I probably need to get some clay and some sand sorted. Clay soil. I've got some clay just here. Got a tiny bit of sand over here. Let's put these sticks away. I don't need them on me as well. Let's just see what we have over here. We have one piece of dry brick. Is that it for us? I don't know. Looks to be the case. One dry brick. So let's get some you guys going. That should be enough to fill up the drying rack outside on the front porch. There's still a couple of crates out here with some. Okay, so we have some out here. Not bad, not complaining. Let's do that, get rid of this stuff, put the water away in there as well. Let's get these dry bricks drying up out here. And then we'll start on a second forge so that we're able to get things done more efficiently. Let's work on refilling the saw bench. Of course, this needs moved, but I cannot move it right now because I think it has to be empty. I want to move that on the inside, way in here in the middle. Okay, so it looks like Mike is hanging out. There's a deer out there with him. We also have a bear or a pig out here roaming around. Is that a bear potentially? I know the pigs are massive in this game. I don't know. Is that a bear or is that a pig? That's a pig. Huge, massive pig. Just, you know, FYI. Huge. Just do these guys, get them completed or at least semi-completed. We'll do that. And it looks okay for now. Okay, let's put this thing up here. We'll get ourselves a storage crate out here as well, just for the seeds, because I would like to have the, you know, the seeds out here with the garden, of course, makes sense. And then Mike will get in here eventually and start watering everything and things will start growing. Okay, so things are looking great. We're looking up. I need lots of glass for this work over here. I have some steel put away somewhere on the map. I did not go around to the places on the map, but I think I have some steel over here at this outpost. I need to mark it as well, because it is a bit off of the, you know, the path. Let's just do that as well. And then we'll know where they are. And then this one is an outpost also. Player location, I'm down here. Cart location. Okay, so we don't have to worry so much about this one. It won't let me create another marker anyway. I guess this one is used as a marker. I don't know. But it's, you know, bringing this up. Okay. It is what it is, guys. No big deal. Okay, we have one plank on us. That's okay. So what do we need to work on next? Batteries. We desperately need to see what it takes for batteries. Let's start with placeables, power. I would love to have these batteries, but I'm willing to, you know, get it together with whatever we need to do here. This stores 1,000 power. This would be ideal. We don't have the tech from the trader. This one is very expensive tech as well. It would be okay to go over back to the big town and grab more loot and that kind of stuff and be able to sell that to the trader for coin, of course. We're at $472. I think this was $1,500. I don't remember exactly. But either way, we have the electrical parts. We don't have the aluminum or the iron. I'm going to have to head out and place down some more extractors as well. Get that going. So let's just get some more stone refining here. Let's continue getting some work done today because we need to get some stuff done. So I'm going to do some stone in there as well. And then hopefully Mike will head over and take care of some plant beds. I very seriously hope he does anyway, because that's going to be a lot of plant beds if he decides he's not having it. Okay. But hopefully he's been over here watering these plants and they are attempting to start growing. That would be lovely. So they are growing a bit. This one has water. This one does not. So a couple of them have been watered and some of them have not been, and that's okay as well. Let's just grab our handy dandy axe here, chop down a few trees, because Mike is slacking. Mike the slacker. Didn't think I would ever say that. We don't have enough logs for anything right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is work on a few more things, guys. We have a bird on the roof, but I'm going to work on grabbing some more work on grabbing some more iron and things from these stone, getting them refined, grabbing some more stone if I need to, chopping down trees to help Mike out a bit. Whatever I need to do to get some things going here for him. Probably need some food, so I may end up, breaking apart some of the pumpkins. Only has 46 food. He did eat everything, so I assume he was pretty hungry. But I'll break this apart for him as well. Just harvest it and put it in the food crate. And he can have that also, hopefully before it goes bad. But anyway, guys, I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.